DWI Steelers edition. Fellas, listen. Ugly ass win, but I will take it.
8-2.
Yeah, man, 8-2.
The leaders of the North.
Definitely, man. So listen, let's get straight into it. That's Dude, that's Wax, I'm Illy. We are DWI. Tell y'all this right now, man. That game today came down to the wire, man.
Right.
And I was so glad to be a Steeler in the house of the Steeler, in Steeler Nation. It was just, I was beyond myself, man. So let me ask you this, Wax. How did you feel about today's victory?
I feel good, man. It was ugly. We didn't score a touchdown. But Chris Boswell, player of the game, in my opinion.
So what you're saying is Mr. Boswell had another astounding game.
Yeah, that's the second game where it's only
twice,
been
man.
Field goals, and he nailed all of them.
That got to be a record or something.
I mean, it might be, but I'm just like saying he's the player of the game, in my opinion.
No doubt.
He put points on the board.
Hell yeah. So, dude, man, let me ask you, how'd you feel about today's victory?
Oh, shit, I feel good about it. You know, I mean, I wish we would have looked a little bit better on offense, but when it comes to the Ravens, you never know how it's going to go. So anytime you get a win against the Ravens at the crib, you take it and run with it.
It was a dirty game today, man. There was so many penalties, so much laundry out there on that field that I couldn't believe it, man.
Right.
I knew it was going to be like that just because of the two teams and how much bad blood there is.
Right. It's always chippy.
Yeah, but there was a lot of penalties that I felt that may have been a hindrance to both sides. The Ravens more, but in our favor, I'll take it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'll take it. You know, there was a period out there in today's game where I felt like, you know, had it been for so many penalties, the momentum could have been shifted at any point in time.
To either side, yeah.
Correct.
They had 12 penalties for 80 yards. We had 7 penalties for 45 yards.
Yeah.
But
And that's a lot.
that's a lot for us, and that's a hell of a lot for them. But they're the most penalized team in the league.
Yeah.
So that's right on brand for them this year. But defensively, we look good. You know what I mean? Because they're the number one offense in the league, and we pretty much made them look like they weren't. So, you know, I'm with that and gave up the touchdown. Well, we gave up 2 touchdowns, didn't we? Mm-hmm. But, you know, luckily, Justin Tucker's having a down year, which never happens ever in our history of ever seeing this dude. He ain't never missed 2 field goals in the game.
I was just about to ask you, wouldn't it be happy to be referring to those field goals he missed?
I'm happy.
And they were early in the game, too.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for him.
Do you feel like that was what came back to bite him?
It did.
Listen, add those 2 field goals and we lose. You know what I mean? Like, we're down. We lose at home. We're, like, second in our division.
Yep.
So I'm happy for the brother. Thank you, Tucker.
About time you did it. Gave us something.
Was it one of those things to where he just didn't, you know, focus and get a good kick?
I don't know. Like, he's having a down year this year. He missed a couple. He's been missing stuff earlier in the year, so maybe it's just a down year. Maybe he got the yips in his head finally.
Yeah.
By getting a little bit older. But, you know, anyway, I'll take it. I mean, it never happens.
I was about to say, I think it's because he was playing the Steelers in Pittsburgh with a lot on the line, and he had all that shit going through his head, and he botched those 2 field goals. That's what I think.
It's a high-octane game when you play in Pittsburgh.
But yeah, it's a rivalry.
Yeah. He didn't look focused today to me.
Right.
Both of those kicks, it looked like he was thinking about Subway sandwiches or something to that, that nature.
Crab cakes.
Because you don't miss kicks that damn close when you're Tucker.
Especially not him. He's been one of the best kickers in the history of the league. So.
It was almost like somebody kidnapped this goat and was like, you missed 2 fucking field goals or I'm going to slit his throat.
Right on time.
Like, there wasn't even too much wind to fuck with him. But shit, think about it though. He makes one of those 2 and we lose.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there was a lot on his mind, plus probably the prior misses and what's coming up next week and them losing and all of that.
I feel like he should have been focused on each kick.
Yeah.
The first kick and or the second kick.
Facts. He should have been focused, period. But like, he botched it and I'm happy for it.
Yeah,
I hope
was
it
definitely
continues.
Right.
So let me ask you this. Do you feel like it was an offensive game that kept us in today's game, or would you like to attribute this win to the defense?
I'm giving this one to the defense. The offense, they looked kind of, I don't know, on and off again, you know what I mean, all night. We couldn't get in the end zone. They looked good at times, and then the run game really never got going. I think Najee ended up with let me see, hold on. Najee ended up with, hold on. I think Najee ended up with he had 63 yards. Jalen had 41. You know, the run game never really got rolling like we needed it to. But
Right.
and Russ was running around like a crazy person back there too, holding the ball a little bit too longer than I would like to see. If it wasn't for Justin Fields getting them first downs that we needed, I don't know what would have happened. So shout out to Justin Fields. Shout out to Tomlin and Smith for throwing him out there. You got to run we got to run one more yard, son, on that last run. You got to just run one more yard, bro. Don't slide.
Yeah. Get down. But I would say, man, that one pass Russ threw in the end zone trying to create something, man. The dude already had him boxed out. All he had to do was put it up right there in front of him, and he would have probably came down with it.
You're talking about that interception?
Yeah, like that. That's one. Like, you either have to put it right there or throw it out of bounds, and we kick a field goal and go up by 8.
Right.
You know what I mean? We can't leave points on the board like that.
In today's game, they showed the utilization of both quarterbacks. And before we get matter of fact, we're just going to stop everything. Fuck this, Wax. I'm taking these headphones off. I'm taking them off, dude. I'm just not even going to say nothing. Put them down until they do 3 things.
What's that?
That's like, share, and or subscribe. Let me put these headphones back on because I can't hear you. But I need y'all to do those 3 things. And, dude, I think you wanted them to do something else, too.
Get in that comment section.
Right down there. Just leave us a comment.
Let us know how happy you are with that win, with that 8-2 record.
Hell yeah, because I'm going to tell y'all this right now. I told everybody so. I said this is how I would do it. And I'd like to send a shout out my damn self to Coach Tomlin for listening to moi. I said that I would utilize them on a run and a pass basis, Wax. I said this shit weeks ago. And we got the DWI show to document what I said. And if you don't believe me at home, go back a couple of episodes. Give them a watch and see if I said it or not. You know why? Because right now, me, Illy, I'm calling this shit like I see it. We're going straight to the top. You know why, dude?
Why that?
You know why, Wax?
Why?
Because I'm scooched up on this motherfucking window ledge right here.
Mm-hmm.
I like to say adios, fellas, and that's Spanish for see y'all later. Jump right out of that fucking window. Damn right I jumped out of the window, dude. Because I'm going to say it, I'm going to keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it. Us as a Steeler Nation, y'all know what to do. This is the opportunity to take y'all's asses and stand the fuck up. Stand up and be proud of who you are. Because, like my boy Dude and Wax like to say, I live in Narnia for making all these weird-ass crazy predictions. But you know where you heard it here first. What's our record again, Mr. Duval?
8-2.
Damn, you said this shit like Gladys Knight. You went back to
8-2.
That motherfucker sounded like fucking whispers and shit. Like, tell me a story, Fale, tell me a story. I was like, oh shit, whispers is in DWI. Ladies and gentlemen, whispers.
Anyway, we 8-2.
Okay, my nigga. So, with 8-2 being our record right now, y'all know that I, Illado, called that shit. I said, we'll lose 1, maybe 2 games. Thank you, Wax. Thank you, Tax and Wax. You know what I mean? This is Wax. He's third layer DWI. It goes in no order, you know what I mean? It's just layers. So, with that being said, I'm sitting at the top of the mountain.
Get off of yourself.
We're sitting at the top of the mountain.
Right.
No. I'm here, and y'all was like down here somewhere.
Bullshit.
Get over here.
Because y'all was like, one of these games we're going to lose. Marsha.
And we lost 2.
I know.
I'm saying, that's one of those games we're going to lose.
So your prediction is already.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See, y'all's always trying to find a theory to debunk me. That's because of all those years of watching fucking Mr. Wizard. He had y'all's mind fucking poisoned. He made y'all drink out of the fucking chalice.
Listen.
Y'all remember Mr. Wizard? He was like, you two, drink out of that chalice. But yeah, man. Yeah, y'all see him trying to debunk me. This ain't gonna happen. Y'all heard it here first. 8-2 is our record, gentlemen.
Hey, the only thing I'm worried about though is this game on Thursday,
Right?
Because like it's a short week. We're probably gonna take a day off, maybe two,
right,
and then get right back to practice and then play on Thursday.
And it's the Browns,
Yeah,
so it's like, my bad. I ain't mean to cut
No.
you off.
It's all good. It is the Browns, but like they always come to play us. They
Right.
always come, just like Cincinnati and just like the Ratbirds.
What was you gonna say, Owen?
No, that's pretty much what I was gonna say. And it's the Browns, so they always come to play. So even no matter what their record is, you throw when it comes to AFC North, you throw the records out the window, and it's gonna be a dogfight. And whoever comes out of that shit clean, you know what I mean? You probably lost.
Well, one thing about it, man, is it's like we had a home game today, so that means that y'all go ahead and get y'all's coat and hat and leave. You dig what I'm saying? Just go ahead and take that trip on back home.
Yeah, there's the door.
So let me ask y'all this: defensively, who do you feel like was a standout for today, Wax?
There's a couple of them. I mean, even though JPJR got hurt a little bit and shit, he did his thing.
It was handsy.
Yeah, he was. He was grabby and touchy a little bit. I would give Herbig a nice thumbs up.
Yep.
And Queen did his goddamn thing a little bit, man.
Playing against a team that he just got paid for getting played for last season.
Right.
That's a testament to who you really are as a player and a person.
And he came to play.
Yeah,
he came to play. So, you know, that's my three. That's my big three.
Right. How about you, Louis?
I give a shout out to Big Cam because Big Cam comes every week. Right. There you go.
He's like, don't touch me, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
No, my bad.
I give a shout out to Big Cam because Big Cam comes to play.
He's a bitch, dude.
I know. I'm sorry.
But yeah, shout out to Big Cam because Cam comes to play every week. Shout out to the rookie, Peyton Wilson with the nice. Well, I don't even know, the interception, fumble recovery, whatever the fuck that you call that. That was the shit. That was clutch.
That's a pick.
Yeah.
That's a pick.
That motherfucker rolled over and had the ball.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit.
And then he had the mind to try to hand it off. Like, here, I ain't going nowhere. You take this shit. Like, that's dope, man. That's dope. He's what, from North Carolina State?
Yep. He had his antennas up, man.
Big ups.
So, I mean, my three today, Watt for sure, because he had that sack. You know how hard it is to catch and sack Mr. Jackson?
Right.
That dude is a beast, man. He's like a damn Houdini, man. Now you see me, now you don't type of guy.
Right. Yeah.
In order to keep him contained in that pocket, that shit is hard to do, man. Because he likes to bounce out of that pocket.
Right.
And when he does, it's dangerous.
And you know, I mean, I don't mean to cut you off, but shout out to the whole defensive line because they had a lot of batted balls that came in.
Hell yeah.
Too.
And we kind of contained Derrick Henry, too, man.
Right.
Which is
He got out on us one time.
He did.
He had 13 carries for 60.
We also contained Jackson for what, like 16 to 33?
Yeah.
That's saying a lot. I mean, he did throw a touchdown pass, and you know, he almost got crazy with it, but we stopped that shit.
I mean, he's pretty much the unanimous MVP that everybody's been saying so far. So if you contain the MVP, you did something.
Yeah, man. Our defense is nice.
Who they give it to last year? Mahomes.
He did. I think he won it.
He won it.
Yeah,
This will be his second year in a row.
If he gets it.
But nah, man. And I like to say JPJR. He did play a good defensive game.
A little bit handsy.
The
like
boy
y'all
Wilson.
said.
Cam did a good thing. Had a good game. Herbig had a good game. Pretty much all of a lot of our defensive players did what they came to do. That's what kept us in the game.
Right.
And then offensively, you know the rest. I mean, when you have both of your running backs having 100 yards combined, that lets you know that it was a hard game to play.
Right.
You know, and then
you know, the boy George Pickens, he went 8 for 89, so he had a good game.
Yeah, he did.
He was out there running the short routes, like Russell hit him with that nice tear drop right there in the bread basket. So
I was about to say, he went across the middle one time knowing he was going to get hit and still came down with it, man. Like, that takes a lot, man. He's starting to break out of that diva role a little bit.
Right. Mount Washington had him a nice couple of catches and shit.
Pickens might not have a lot of 100-yard games, but he has a lot of clutch catches.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, dude will get you a bunch of clutch, attribute. He will get you, acrobatic plays.
Yeah, man.
Caught when it's necessary.
Right.
He moves the sticks. He does. He's clutch sometimes, like when he wants to be. Whenever they're feeding him the ball, he'll go get it.
Now, I don't want to be one of those people that say it, but I'd hate to be the guy who didn't say, remember when you heard it first. Mm-hmm. On games we need to play, and I mean anybody who has a serious quarterback threat, I feel like we need to do it like we did it today. But we need to put Fields in a little bit sooner. We could have utilized Justin's talents a little bit faster than we did today.
Right.
Yeah, because Russ definitely took a couple sacks that I feel like Fields would have at least scampered and either threw the ball away or gained a yard or two. You know what I mean?
So if we have that, let's utilize it while we have it because we're not going to have Russ forever. And that gives that young man a chance to keep his beak wet, keep him flowing in the offense instead of being stagnant, sitting there waiting to get in. And then when he gets in, his first 4 passes are ducks.
Right.
Keep him in that high octane action, Wax.
Right. Keep him involved.
Yes.
Keep him involved. I don't know.
Yeah, I like him.
Keep him active.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like him in the short yardage stuff. You know what I mean? Because
3rd and 1, put him in.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. If you got to go for short, even 3rd and 2, just to keep the defense honest, because they have to pay attention to him, and they can't just hone in on Najee or whoever the running back is.
Right.
So they got to pay attention to him, and that's what happened on that last play of the game. He was out there, so they was looking at him with the run play option or whatever, and it allowed Najee to just get that one split second or that little hesitation from the linebackers and allowed him to get that first down.
Right, because Justin's a dual threat.
Right.
Now, if they bite too hard, meaning if they sit in the house, come on, man. You know what it is. You already knew where I was going with that, Wax.
I definitely do.
So before we tell them anything else, we'll tell them these 3 things. That's like, share, and subscribe. And leave us a comment. It won't cost you a dime.
It's absolutely free.
So, with that being said, fellas, let me ask you this. Do you feel like today's gameplay is going to get us through this second half of the season?
That's a whole
offensive.
different...
Yeah, that's a tough question. Offensively, I want to say no, but they're the best. They were the best team in the league. One of the best teams in the league. So, I guess you take what you can get. But I'd like to see more. I'd like to see at least a touchdown, at least 2 touchdowns. If we're gonna get, if we're getting close enough to get a field goal, let's push that thing a little bit further and get a touchdown.
How about you, Wax?
I would say, I'm the hater. I would say, it's not going to get it done postseason. You know what I mean? Like, I think Arthur Smith needs to drop some different shit sometimes because, like, some of those plays are predictable and they just stack the box or, drop in the zone when they know it's going to be a pass. But, we might be able to, skate a couple games, but not the important ones.
Right, the Chiefs. Basically the Chiefs.
The Eagle.
When I say that, that's the first person that's...
Right.
When I say that, that's the first team I have in mind.
Me too.
So, I'm not talking about these rinky-dink teams that we can run our basic formatted plays on. I'm talking about teams to where we're going to have to use that necessary wrinkle.
Right. We have to put points on the board.
We do.
I mean, even though we got one of the best defenses in the league, you still need points. Right. And we can't keep skating with like 6 field goals every game. Even though we were doing good prior to this game, but and this game is a rivalry game, so it's going to be close regardless. But we got 5 more rivalry games.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Go ahead.
I don't think we'll skate on all 5 if we're not putting points on the board.
Right.
Shit, you figure we got them again. We got Cleveland twice.
Cincinnati
twice. Philly and Kansas City.
I mean, that's
an ugly schedule, dude.
It's ugly.
But
listen, I want to meet you at Narnia. I want you to be right.
I already have situations ready for y'all. Right. I got y'all's own mansions.
Yeah, they finally lost. Chiefs finally lost.
No, they didn't. Let me see.
To the Bills. But you see how much they had to put up, though.
Yep.
Holy
you gotta
snuggles.
score 30. You got to put up numbers to beat the Chiefs.
Golly gee willikers.
I'm happy about that.
Man, shout out to my boy Justo, man. Y'all motherfuckers pulled that shit off. That's why you was calling me during the show, man. You ain't slick, man. Trying to get your voice on the show real quick. I seen your call, but I'm doing the show right now. So shout out to the damn Buffalo Bills.
Nah, fuck them. But
Go
thank you
ahead,
for
Wax.
fuck the Bills, but thank you for beating the Chiefs.
Right.
And taking the wind out of their sails.
Right. But nah, dig it. I'm glad y'all answered it like that because I don't feel like this type of gameplay is going to get us over that hump that we need to get over. We have to create our own way. We have the weapons.
Right.
You know, acquiring that boy Williams.
I didn't see him out there.
I didn't either. I mean, he might
was
was
out
out there
there.
blocking.
He didn't catch shit.
He was out there because they can't just draw him into the scheme
Right.
full-fledged because he just got there.
I get it.
So you're going to have to pay your dues for a minute until we get you figured in. We ain't got no spot for you just yet.
Who was the old Steeler playing for the Ravens that dropped that pass?
You talking about number 18?
I forget his number. I forget his name.
Mr. Johnson.
Ooh, see, he's a bum.
Yeah.
He's a bum. I'm glad we got rid of him.
Dude, I never liked him.
No.
So, you know, shout out to his hands still being garbonious. Them motherfuckers is garbage. What was that word you love to use from the Russians?
Etadranya. His hands is
That motherfucker
soda.
went straight to Russia to learn how to say trash.
Yep. I'm glad he's with the Ravens. I hope they keep him for another 5 years, and they keep their head coach and everybody else who's been losing 8 out of 9 games or 7 out of 8.
I just can't believe like how they started off so poor, how they were so close to us record-wise. Like the first couple of games that they played, they lost.
Right.
And it was just like, I thought they were going to be like 6-4 right now or 6-3.
They should have been because they won a game last week that they shouldn't have won. Who was it against, the Browns or Cincinnati?
Cincy.
Yeah, they should have lost that game. And I'm sure there was a couple other close ones that I ain't pay attention to, but it doesn't even matter. We're the head of the North right now.
So what you're saying is from 3 weeks ago till now, we're still number one in the division?
And been number 1.
Right. So this is nothing new to us being here, dude.
Not at all.
Okay, nice. So, fellas, y'all know what this is. Favorite part of the show.
Predictions.
Prediction time. So now, I wanted to say, last week, I said it was going to be 24-17. What did you have last week, dude?
I said like 30. I think 30-27.
I don't even remember, but I was wrong every prediction. So,
But one thing about it, all three of us said we was going to get the victory.
Right.
And that is one of those things that I'm glad we did that.
Right.
So, moving forward, Wax, I'm going to start off with you.
24-17 on the road against the Browns. That's us. We got that.
I think the offense gets back on track this week. I'm going over. I'm putting us. Hold on. I'm putting us. You know, what I mean, over. I think we're gonna get over 30. So I'm gonna say 33 to 20. 33-20.
I'm going to jump all the way out of the window. I'm going to say 30. I'm going to say 30 to 14. I'm going to say our defense has played the best that they've played in a long time. So that's why I'm going to say that they're going to hold up their own. And I feel like you, the offense is going to get back to clicking.
Right.
Especially if they incorporate a couple plays where Justin comes in, like you were saying, keep their defense honest.
Right.
Because if you do decide to bring your guys and rush, blitz from the outside, cut off, come clean off the edges,
Right.
I'm going to utilize Washington and I'm going to utilize Freiermuth all damn game.
Just keep them on their toes. Keep them guessing.
I'm going to say 30 to 14.
All right. With that, we all got them getting the win. So.
Yeah.
Because we need a high-octane win, like you've been talking about, man.
Yeah.
I want to see a team that we play that we just totally and physically destroy.
Me too.
And those games are tone setters, Wax.
Just put your foot on the gas and don't take it off until about 2 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, let's just start out strong and whoop ass, get a couple people that haven't got that much playing time in, and let them get some experience.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
And we can do that with this team. Like, the Browns suck.
Right.
They suck.
They just got their ass whooped today by the Saints.
Yeah, and that's saying a lot. They're garbine.
Yeah, those games definitely set the tone. So with that being said, fellas, y'all know what they say.
What's that?
All good things must come to an end. But the only good thing about everything that I'm saying right now is we're gonna go ahead and take the opportunity to come back next week. Same time, same location,
Yes, sir.
different material.
Right.
Peace.
Peace.